public service announcements, and updates on what happened before and over break.
All that and more coming up on Pirate Nation News.
Good morning, Pirates, and welcome to this week's edition of Pirate Nation News. My name is Kendra Lutz, and our special guest for today is Kyle Brown.
Thanks for having me, Kendra. I'm so excited to be here and do my first episode of Pirate Nation News.
Our first group of stories deals with school safety and some valuable information that you should know about. First up is a PSA about some of the dangerous things that take place at schools.
As a school system, we're constantly reviewing what we could do to best protect our students and our staff and anybody that comes into the building on a daily basis. As far as armed guards are concerned, we do have our SRO on campus from the time the school opens up to the time closes, so we do have pretty much one armed guard around all day, which does provide a sense of security and comfort for our students. As far as teachers having guns in the classroom, I think that that's a slippery slope. I don't think every teacher would be comfortable having a gun. There's a lot of potential issues with that, and I think it's something that would need to be explored further.
I would embrace having a law enforcement official with, carrying a weapon in schools, as opposed to having faculty, administrators, teachers like myself carrying a weapon.
Teachers should not have weapons because that poses another security risk if someone were to get a hold of it or the teacher themselves were not of sound mind. Armed guards is a better idea because that's what they do for a living and they're professionals and they know what to do.
I don't think any amount of security is going to change an event like that because it's very hard to plan for something. We already have an armed guard in the school with our police officer, so I just don't see it making a difference.
I don't think teachers should be bringing weapons to school. I don't think there's a need to even possess semi-automatic or automatic weapons in the first place. Now, in terms of school security, I feel pretty good about Perry because we have a police presence on campus during most parts of the day.
Hopefully by sharing this information and advocating for safety in our schools, we'll be able to stop more tragedies from happening in our school systems.
To do your part in preventing violence in schools, be sure to use this handy tool called the Safe School Hotline that's showcased in this next video.
Did you know that here at Perry High School we have a Safe School helpline where you can go online and click onto our link or even call in to report incidents that have happened to you, your friends, or even your classmates anonymously? It's a way to keep our school in a positive environment. Let's find out what Dr. Hunt has to say about it.
Perry Schools decided to provide our school system with the Safe School helpline shortly after the Columbine incident. And we did this to provide our community, our students and families with a way to anonymously report incidents that may take place in the school or outside of the school, and we did this as a safety measure. Basically what happens is somebody can call the Safe School helpline. It's a free, toll-free number, an 800 number, and they can report their concern. And the concern is received at the central office via what is a fax. Basically, the system will take the message that's recorded, provide it to us in print, and then from there the central office will evaluate what the concern is and direct it to the appropriate building principal. At that time, dependent upon the concern, an investigation is conducted, and we are actually required to respond within 24 hours with how we are handling the situation. As recently as the last couple of weeks, the Safe School helpline, not only can you call, but I do believe via our link on our web page, you can also text a message in your concern. And again, all messages and concerns are forwarded via the helpline to the central office, and then distributed appropriately, and investigated and acted upon when it necessitates.
Most of the time, students hold the key to keeping schools safe, so be sure to share any information using this hotline.
Some of the more positive things happening in the school deal with the cool activities students are getting to do through their classes.
The AP Physics class was given an opportunity to construct and race boats made completely of cardboard and tape. Some of the boats were successful and some most definitely were not. Take a look at their triumphs and failures.
Go fast.
What was your time?
53 seconds?
Oh, so you set a record.
Yeah, broke the record.
They all sucked except Evans. I mean, great competition, so pretty happy for him.
I mean, it was nothing compared to Evans' boat. Evans' boat blew everyone out of the water.
It was pretty fierce.
No, there was no competition.
We were the competition. Corrugation. We made triangles and put them underneath the layer, but they just filled up with water and brought us down.
I liked Zell's boat design, even though it kind of fell apart, and I liked how Darren's boat was designed, even though it fell apart.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, and also some people spent 5 hours on their boat. If your life is the boat, I guess that's okay, but
It took 10 hours.
Without Katie, probably would have taken 50.
That seems like a lot of fun. So if you have any interest in math or science, I recommend taking that class. You might want to know information from Sgrouples.com and why they've been giving us tips to inform you of. If you're intrigued by this new social networking site, listen up.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Elise Yumamoto, and I'm here to introduce you to the Practice Safe Sharing campaign, brought to you by Sgrouples.com, the world's private social network. You may have heard stories in the news recently about students being expelled, losing scholarships, not getting into the college of their dreams, or even hired by their dream employer, and it's because of mistakes they made online. Cyberbullying and stalking are serious issues as well, and they can have devastating effects on people's lives. So the truth is, it's in your best interest to value and carefully manage your online information and reputation. Many of you will be applying to college, scholarships, or even interviewing for jobs in the near future. Now, did you know that 50% of college admissions and 90% of employers use social media and Google to research their applicants? This is why everything we are going to discuss impacts you directly. As Miss Washington, I was second runner-up at Miss America in 2008, and last year I was a contestant on the reality show Survivor. So I know all too well the scrutinizing eye of the media, social or not. I understand the responsibility I have to make sure what I share, from posts to photos and videos, must be a positive reflection on the reputation I wish to uphold. Not only do I feel strongly about this personally, but I know how important it is for my career. And I speak to you from experiences. I've had the unfortunate experience of having information leaked online that was not at all an accurate representation of who I am. And I now know how to be a much smarter, safer online user, which makes me sure I'll never be in that situation again. So I invite you to take advantage of the great tips that we're going to share with you as part of the Practice Safe Sharing campaign. During this program, we'll be discussing a few things: privacy and your mobile phone apps, your digital footprint and your online reputation, how to keep your identity yours and yours alone, the ramifications of cyberbullying and stalking, and a lot more. So, as I mentioned earlier, you'll be hearing from us weekly with Sgrouples Tips of the Week. Then, twice a month, we'll be airing an informative PSA offering you even more great advice. This will be a fun journey, and where, in the end, you'll come out a smarter, more responsible digital citizen. And guess what? I'll be your tour guide of sorts. You'll be seeing much more of me in the months to come, and I look forward to seeing all of you again too. So, always remember, practice safe sharing, and most importantly, have fun online.
Now that you know a little more about what Sgrouples.com is, here's Ashley with this week's Tip of the Week. Followed by a short commercial break, Kayla will pick things back up with the weather when we return.
Thanks, Kendra. Here's your Sgrouples Tip of the Week. Don't be so quick to link accounts and apps. We know that the 30 seconds you save inputting a password when you play games are precious to you, but logging in with Facebook may actually allow third parties to share your information with each other, which can be dangerous. Always check the third party's permissions and privacy settings, and you can just go to bed 30 seconds later every night. That's it for Sgrouples. Always remember, practice safe sharing and have fun online.